project started quite a long time ago for us. In fact, we're probably talking about 3 years back, applying to Artist Rooms for the Damien Hirst exhibition. And the whole Artist Rooms programme is very much about audiences, about bringing in particular young people to the arts. And so, having finally applied to Artist Rooms for a Damien Hirst exhibition as interventions into the Garman Ryan collection, which is particularly important because it's not just an exhibition in a white cube room, it is actually sitting in the Garman Ryan collection amongst all the historic artworks. So we applied and were successful in that, and we at the same time with the application had to start putting in things about how we were going to work with audiences, how we were going to work with young people.
Mainly from when we got to look through the archives and choose our particular pieces that we thought reflected Damien Hirst's ideas. I love doing that because you get to make it quite personal really and your own. And then when we had the discussion together with each other's ideas of how they interpreted Damien Hirst, it's quite interesting to see what works from the archives and quite old pieces could still match quite contemporary work. In the discussions, we didn't always agree with certain things, but I think that made it more interesting to have arguments on who liked which pieces and to get your real ideas out and have a discussion and argue your point across. It was really interesting to hear everybody's different points of views. We originally were shown the online archives and we could go away, have a look through, insert keywords that we thought would relate to Damien Hirst's ideas, like religion, science, quite obvious things that you'd relate to Damien Hirst's ideas. Or in my case, I put in utopia, which I got the David Thorpe piece from. And two of the pieces that I'd chosen originally in my personal selection have been carried on to be in the exhibition. But through that process, we all eliminated ones that we didn't agree on and came down to a final selection.
I really enjoyed going down to the archives. I thought that was really fascinating how all the works are catalogued and the organisation behind it. That again, it's one of those things people don't realise that is one of the things that's very important to the art gallery.
It's exciting, and I think all the hours we've spent like deciding which pieces to put up, I think we really hit it on the head. I think we've really got it there. I think most of them work well together, and even if they don't, they're kind of just there and make people think about the themes in them.
So over the course of the 3 workshops, we explored this idea of interpretation. And the first workshop that I had with the students, we didn't even consider the work that was going in their show. We didn't even consider their show. We purely started from the beginning and thought about what gallery interpretation was, visitor experience, what did we want our audiences to experience when they came to this show. So we did a lot of work around stories and narratives, and then really coming around to the big universal themes that an object can talk about, that anyone and everybody can tune into. So we had a lot of fun doing that. We used the Warsaw collection and the wonderful galleries here to explore those ideas further, and the students worked really, really hard in unpeeling this idea and peeling back the layers of interpretation and what it could be.
Well, you don't really get that many opportunities to work in a gallery. I mean, studying it at A-level, I mean, I tried to sort out a work experience at a local art gallery and that didn't happen, so I guess this opportunity came about and yeah, I just really wanted to get involved.
I'm interested in behind the scenes in art galleries, and I was interested in how curating works. So I thought that it would be a good opportunity to get involved with an art gallery. I'm not a big fan of Damien Hirst's work, so I was hoping that seeing behind the scenes I might appreciate it a little bit more and understand it a little bit more. So yeah, it was good.
Well, I applied for this project because I felt it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity really, and it would help me gain an insight of what curating involved, because I've always been interested in it and I've been walking around the galleries, so I've always wondered how an exhibition comes together, and I thought I'd gain a lot from that by learning what makes an exhibition come together.
Well, as an art student, we were all told that it was related to Damien Hirst, so we were all quite, like, it's a big name in the art world, and so we just thought, whoa, we have an opportunity to work alongside the art gallery on a project that's based on Damien Hirst's work, and like he's a household name, so everybody was just like wanted to do this. So
when I applied, I thought it'd be just a great experience because I didn't know what it would be like to work in a gallery, to curate an exhibition, so I thought it'd be a great experience and just something different, something new. Yeah, the project did live up to my expectations. Probably it was a lot more than I thought it would be. Like, we were involved in so much more. Well, we were involved in like everything to do with the exhibition, and it was something I didn't think we would do. And
I didn't come into the project with a lot of expectations. I kind of just had a blank sheet of what it could be, and in that way it kind of exceeded my expectations, because I didn't know that I'd have such an opportunity to be working alongside the gallery with the other students to put this exhibition up. Like, it was quite a larger scale that I thought it would be, and that members of the public will come and see what we've put on. It's quite helpful.
I just think it is just being around art is just so strange for me to, like, obviously I looked into fashion designers before, but just the whole art world seems completely different. And when I first started, I kind of didn't understand. I did understand, but I didn't. Trying to like look into art in more depth was hard, but coming into this course, I can look at a painting now and kind of stand and study it longer than I could before, like knowing now that there's more depth behind a painting than just the technique or something like that. So I think that's really helped me as like an illustrator to appreciate other artists' work at the same time.
Achieved in what was really not very long it's something that, you know, I think everyone should be proud of on the project. that, you know, other people should enjoy as much as we did, you know, curating it. So, yeah.
I do like the David Thorpe piece. It's quite utopian, modern. It reminds me of just like a futuristic scene, and it's really nice on the wall and in the frame.
Don't actually have a favourite work, because people who know me would say I don't really have a favourite anything. If I could narrowing down the top ones, I would say the elephant piece and the other piece that looks like a nuclear bomb. Can't remember what that's called. Actually asking around my family and friends, they all seem to say it's something different. Some see it as being quite positive, a newborn baby, for example, and others say it looks like disease, that kind of thing, so more negative.
Overall, it's been a very professional experience. It's been a lot of fun, and I feel that we've really worked as a team together, and the result is something that I think everyone should be very proud of.